Chapter 6629. When the superintendent of police said this, all three people at the scene collapsed. The ones who really collapsed were Nishida Hirohiro and Tokoroka Machi, because they both proved that they had caused a huge disaster this time. And the one who pretended to collapse was naturally Mitsui Yoshiyasu, who had been acting. In order to put aside all involvement, he had already told his samurai team to escape immediately after killing someone, and not to have any contact with him. So he did not have the opportunity to verify with his men. However, he thought the credibility of the superintendent of police was very high. Since he said that the person was dead, then he must be dead. So, he couldn't help but cover his face and cry, choking with sobs. "Brother, Shinmai, you left so hastily. I must avenge you." Tokoroka Machi was so scared that he was shaking and hurriedly said, "Mr. Mitsui, the Yamaguchi-gumi people came the earliest, and our people were blocked by them. So we had no chance to get in the innermost. So it is certain that your brother and your niece must have died at the hands of the Yamaguchi-gumi." Nishida Hirohiro on the side was almost furious. He never expected that he would fall into the abyss with Tokoroka Machi. And this damn guy could kick him on the way down. What the hell was he trying to do? The furious Nishida Hirohiro gritted his teeth and said, "Tokoroka Machi, stop showing off here. What is your motive for sending people here? Don't you also want to get the $1 billion for secret spending? Let's not talk about whether Mr. Mitsui and his daughter were killed by the Yamaguchi-gumi. Just from the motive, there is no difference between you and me." Tokoroka Machi hurriedly looked at Mitsui Yoshiyasu and said seriously, "Mr. Mitsui, no matter what the motive is, we still have to look at the established facts. My people really didn't have the opportunity to harm Mr. Mitsui and his daughter. On the contrary, if my people hadn't arrived in time and blocked the real murderers of the Yamaguchi-gumi inside, I think these murderers would have escaped. So, we have more or less made some contributions. Even if we don't have any credit, we have worked hard." Baka! The superintendent was almost mad with rage. He went up and slapped another man in the face, cursing angrily. "I told you to call out your men and ask them to surrender. But who told you to fight each other here?" Tokoroka Machi immediately said respectfully, "Director Watanabe, don't worry, I'll call them all out right away." After that, he immediately walked towards the entrance of the passage. Two special police officers followed behind him, grabbed his arms, and brought him to the entrance together. At this time, a special police officer handed the loudspeaker to his mouth and said in a cold voice, "Speak." Tokoroka Machi did not dare to delay, and immediately shouted inside, "Brothers of the Inagawa Society, I am Tokoroka Machi. Now the police have completely blocked this place, and they may rush in and kill you all at any time. You must immediately put down your weapons. Raise your hands and surrender." A voice soon came from inside, "Boss, it's not that we don't want to come out. But there are a few killers in front of us whose whereabouts we can't figure out. They are in the dark, and it's not easy for us to go out." As soon as the words fell, the on-site commander of the Bluestone Alliance, who pretended to be the Inagawa Society, immediately shouted, "Brothers outside, although we don't know where you came from. Now everyone has been surrounded, so don't resist anymore. It's better for you to go out and surrender first. And then we will go out. What do you think?"